Ready to go?
Yeah.
From here starts the speaking test. This is the speaking mock test of the International English Language Testing System taking place in Ross IELTS Academy. The candidate is Adele. The candidate number is 234567. The examiner is Joseph. Examiner number 333540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Joseph. Would you please tell me your full name?
Yeah. First of all, it's a great honor to be here. My full name is Adele Kananser, but everyone call me Adele.
Can I see your identification, please?
Yeah, sure. Here you are.
Thank you so much. All right, let's get it on. Part 1. In the first part of the exam, I will ask you some personal questions. First, I'd like to ask you about your home. Where is it?
So, generally, I came from Mashhad, and I haven't been here for long, so I just came here for 1 year. Recently, I am living on a small size apartment. It's a very cozy apartment.
All right. What changes would you like to bring in it?
So I'm a kind of artist, and designing a home and designing anything, it's my thing, and I'm really enjoy it. So being well decorated and to decorate the house in a way that I enjoy and I always dreamed, it's the way I like.
Do you plan to live in the same house in the future?
Could you please repeat your question?
Sure. Do you plan to live in the same house in the future?
Of course not. It's not my dream house. I'm planning to move in a better house. I'll be able to my house. It be my own house, actually, to buy it. But these days I don't have. I have financial problems, and I can't afford it. So one day, a dream house that I am I'm be capable to design the way that I like.
And now let's move on to talk about street markets and shops. Are street markets commonly seen around in your country?
I can't really understand your question.
Are street markets commonly seen around in your country?
Actually, yeah. To answer your question, I can say that street markets are well known in my country. Actually, to rent a shop in, I don't know, apartment or shopping mall, it's a kind of costly thing to do. So rent a strip shop, it's more cost effective and it's more familiar with others. So, and actually indeed, it has a very friendly atmosphere, and it just attracts people and customers.
Do people in your country freely go to open-air markets?
I don't think that having open market in Iran is a common thing to have. So, and I don't have that. We are, I don't know. We have enough culture to have the best behavioral attitude to I don't know, going to opening market and.
What benefits do street markets have over single retail shops?
One of the most advantage of having street markets is that the atmosphere, that you can just walk through the streets and see beautiful things that are well lit. They are so, I don't know, good to see, and you have airy, fresh, I don't know, atmosphere, and it's good to, I don't know, and it's more cost effective. But real shops, they have closed, I don't know.
All right, that's the end of part 1. Now let's move on to part 2. Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 2 minutes, for up to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you can take some paper, pen to make notes, and here's your topic. I'd like you to describe a time you were at a farm or farmland or met a farmer. And here's your cue card. All right, your 1 minute preparation time is over, and you can speak now for up to 2 minutes.
Okay. If my memory serves me right, it was about 2 years ago that I attempted to go north of Iran, and one of my close friends has an extraordinary garden that includes so many tall trees, and I don't know, it was very impressive to see such a beauty in that place. And so we were going together to hanging out and trying to, I don't know, make some memories and trying to have fun. And when I was there, I tried to release all the negative points that I had in my brain, and I tried to release all the negative points of my emotion. And it was one of the best memory that I have ever experienced in my whole life.
Do you still review and go over those memories?
Sure. Living with the memories is one of my things to do. Actually, it was like living a dream because so seeing such a beauty, it was so relaxing and calming experience to feel.
And would you like to relive those memories?
Of course, why not? Who don't want to experience, I don't know, a happiness that that they experienced? The calm and the, I don't know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
All right. And your 2 minute time is over now. Would you please hand me back
Sure.
the pen, the paper, and the cue card? Thank you so much. Now let's move on to part 3. We've been talking about a time you were at a farm or farmland or met a farmer. And I'd now like to ask you some questions related to this. Are the number of farmlands across the globe declining, and why?
Unfortunately, I should say that these days the number of farmland is obviously increasing by the air pollution or so many problems that are happening to our nature. So, unfortunately, they are increasing.
Okay. Unfortunately, increasing?
I think they are decreasing.
They're decreasing. Okay. Do people usually visit farms as part of their leisure activity in your country?
Yes, they do. In my point of view, going to farmlands, or I don't know, North of Iran or anything that contain so many beauties and natures and trees and gardens, it can be soothing experience to experience, and we can, I don't know, have a lots of good memory and make a, I don't know, enjoyable atmosphere that we want to release our negative energy.
And what are the advantages of having large farmlands in a region?
One of the most advantages that I consider of having a large farmland is that you can live by the nature, you can live by the beauty, you can, I don't know, see the animals and the nurture of the nature, actually. So, and you can just avoid the air pollution and anything that disturbs your life in a city that is civilized, that has civilization.
All right. So do you think that farmers and agricultural workers should be given more subsidies by the government?
I think they do, actually. They deserve more than they have. But suddenly, we can see that so many, I don't know, workers that are working at their farmlands or any area of country, they don't gain what they really deserve. And I don't think that one day we can see a day that it would be better, but they deserve more than what they have.
And how can we improve the skill of farmers in a region?
So the skill of being farmer is a kind of skill that it has passed from a generation to generation. But these days we have so many university and so many, I don't know, area and that you can be well educated, and you can be educated by, I don't know, some professions and some teachers that they can obviously show you the way of controlling farms without harm.
Thank you so much. That's it for this speaking test. Please give me 2 minutes to review your performance and we'll get back to you.
Speaking course. This course is made up of 5 offline speaking videos in which you will learn all the necessary tips and techniques to take the IELTS speaking test with a high score.
Tell me about your family. Do you like...
In addition to that, you will have access to useful grammar and vocabulary resources. Once you finish your course, you will have 1 online mock test of speaking along with comprehensive feedback under the same exam conditions.
Interesting question. A very...
Join us to become our next successful candidate.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
I did review your performance. You did a great job. As you know, there are 4 band descriptors based on which we evaluate your speaking performance. The first is fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammar, and pronunciation. I think one of your strong points is your fluency. You're able to talk about familiar and unfamiliar topics at length, effortlessly, without the need to put pressure on yourself. So you can maintain the flow of speech. You used a variety of connectives and even boosters and fillers were needed, which is really important. Fillers and boosters are the types of words and phrases that could buy you some time to try to think about your next idea. So these are really necessary sometimes, but they need to be practiced and used efficiently and also judiciously, carefully, because an overdose of those fillers and boosters will also mark you down. So you were very careful with the usage of these fillers and boosters, a wide range of connectives. Good job. The lexical resource, another great and strong point. You had a variety of words, even idiomatic words and phrases and idioms, colloquial language. You did demonstrate a great capability of using those in time and on the right spot. And thank you so much for this ability. I jotted down a couple of strong words that you used today. Like you said, it's not my dream house. Perfect. It's not my thing. And you also paraphrased some of the questions when talking about the advantages of something. You said, okay, the benefits are, and then we talked about the leisure activities and going and visiting the farmlands, and you said it's a soothing experience, calming experience. You demonstrated a wide variety of words. You did use a diverse range of words. You used this beautiful phrase, if my memory serves me right. That's an asset, really, using and being able to concentrate and think and use those beautiful phrases naturally is an asset. Stick to that. And then use, but there are some issues. I've jotted down a lot of points, and I'm just trying to crisscross over them and try to find them. But you had a couple of very little and subtle issues, like you said, the garden includes trees that are, okay? So simply, the garden has trees, okay? Include here is not appropriate. So try to pay attention to the appropriate usage of words. Some words are okay. They convey the meaning, they convey the message, but they're not natural using them in specific and certain contexts. And then you use this, the experiences and the skills are passed from one generation to the other. It's great. You were great in using it. And then there's this issue. You said one of the most advantages, one of the best, perhaps, advantages of something. You said one of the most advantages, have the capacity, have the capability, terrifying. All these words and idioms are really amazing. Stick to that. Let's move on to grammar. You did not have many significant grammatical issues. You were able to construct complex structures easily, simple, complex structures. You said, as we see, global warming is getting blah, blah, blah. As we see, so all those different connectors and connectives, of course, help you build some more complex structures and easily without any error. So that's really important. But you had a couple of issues here, like you said people have funds. Yeah, instead of having fun, have funds. And then you said, who don't want to become something? You said, who don't want to, who doesn't want to. So very slight and subtle mistakes. If you avoid those mistakes, you can easily increase your band score. So try to be wise in avoiding those mistakes, because they can easily mark you down. And if you avoid them, they can easily mark you up. So why not avoiding them? In terms of lexical resource, which I have to get back again, you said instead of professionals, you said proficient. There are some proficients, there are some professionals or experts who can teach farming at universities. Pronunciation, perfect. Nothing to mention here, but a couple of very slight mistakes, like apartment. I couldn't hear apartment in its full sense. You said apartment. I have to hear you uttering the complete word, okay? And then sometimes you say, I can't, and I don't get it. You can or you can't, okay? Because I cannot hear I cannot hear can't in its full sense. So, and then listen is at listen. These are very subtle mistakes. I know the context, the atmosphere is stressful. Try to overcome your stress and nervousness, and that will definitely make you a better speaker and a better candidate in your next IELTS exam.
Thank you.
Any comments?
No, it just so I'm an introverted person, and I wanted to control my stress, but I was being controlled by stress. So
And that there is a solution to controlling and
I know I'm working
overcoming
on
your
it.
stress.
I'm trying to working on it.
One of them is to look to the mirror, see yourself in front of a mirror, and talk to yourself, and imagine that you are the examiner and the candidate at the same time. Record your voice, speak, record your voice, then be the judge. Try to detect the issues and the shortcomings. You be the judge, then record again. Try to remove those mistakes and those issues. Gradually, you will be a better and more fluent speaker.
Definitely. I would
Break a leg in your next IELTS exam.
Thank you. I would do my best.